Next one in the ring is going to be 34-83. Would be lot number 28. Um, this one would be a trumpet female, and her mother would be straight jacket 5-82. That straight jacket sow goes back to Sweet Emotion, uh, Sweet Emotion 61-5. Sweet Emotion 61-5 would be a direct daughter of Sugar Daddy. Would be the Sweet Emotion boy was a direct son of Sugar Daddy, and Jim McCoy's sitting here right beside me. And I want to tell a real quick story here. Back in the day, Lucky Genetics, we worked pretty close with Andrew and John Turek and Lucky Genetics, and got them a really nice sow herd over the days. But when they were ready to sell, the McCoys, they bought the trailer from the Tureks, and so I delivered the trailer to Mike and Jim here and said, well, in exchange for that gracious thing, we'll just send you some Sugar Daddy semen. Well, they did, free of charge. Good friends do that. And so we used that Sugar Daddy semen, and that created Sweet Emotion. This sow goes all the way back to Sweet Emotion through Straight Jacket 5-82, and there's a lot of Super 7 lineage laying in this female, and you can see it on both sides of the pedigree. You've got Trumpet on the top side, and that board it comes from John Mullet there. Trumpet's just, in all my board tours in the last 2 years, I still say Trumpet is one of, if not the very best crossbred boars in his build, in his athleticism, and his joints and his angles. Trumpet, it still gets my vote as one of the absolute best. And we can see that in this black female as well. I love the pedigree on this deal on top side and bottom side. It's just laid in there hard. And then we took her to a pretty aggressive boar in Prince Charming. I've really watched some of the winners over the years, and I think Believe in Me got overshadowed a little bit. I know he got used a lot, but I think in his sophomore season, he probably could have got a lot more things done than he did, because he kind of got bypassed. Well, I love Believe in Me, and the Prince Charming boar was one of my favorite boars, and I thought, man, we've got to get that boar in here and worked on. And I think he's tailor-made to this kind of a flawless built female, and absolutely love the Super 7 lineage and the way this thing's built. She's got my stamp of approval big time.
Well, speaking of that Prince Charming board and being a Believe in Me, and I don't have any paperwork in front of me, but I Believe in Me does not have any next intention in him. Bypasses all that, and nothing, there's anything wrong with that. I mean, they've been cutting the widest swath that's been cut in years, but it's an alternative, a pedigree of what to do, and have a little outcross to option there, and goes through back some of that Skull and Bones and Duke deal and all that, and again, this hog is just is timeless in her build. She's flexible. She's a taller shoulder. She is at her hip. Awesome kind of head carriage. You don't have to crank this one to see where her head carriage is at and where her jawline's at. Heavy bone, good footed, sound pastern. Awesome kind of an underline. It looks like it's really going to be a working underline. Flexible spine. Level hipped. Extremely good reach behind. And then you blend that with this Prince Charming for the mating here. I think that should be dead on.
Just to kind of reiterate, just absolutely incredible in terms of her, in terms of just her skeletal build. That one there's comfort level is unquestionably, just absolutely killer. Reaches, if you want to study angles in terms of blade and how they're supposed to be set back in terms of their knee, that one's still good in terms of her hip and has an awesome rear leg. So attractive from the side. I just think this one, there's so many boars out there that carry that extra feature, that extra stuff that we can mate this one to, and I think that one's got an awfully bright future.